Well, thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Welcome, Marty Fonke. Good to have you. Greg, you are either the Zoom master or, now that I've seen your speech, the Zoom bomber. Which would you prefer? The Zoom bomber or the Zoom master? All right,
I don't want to go anywhere near Bomber.
we're gonna we're gonna call you the Zoom master. Now, there's a real joy with, and I noticed you used joy in your speech. It was also what I had in mind when I was thinking about evaluating, because there is a real joy in being an evaluator, in that we get to know each other. And I've known you for quite a while, and it was a joy to take a few minutes, for you to take a few minutes out of your busy Zooming schedule and your family schedule to talk to me last night. So thank you very much. Part of this is a feedback loop, being the evaluator. In other words, I'm not evaluating Greg so much as I'm evaluating myself, because I see a lot of myself in Greg. And one of those things will be very apparent later. But Greg, this you had great information, tremendous information. I learned a lot. I knew a lot of those resources, and I think those resources were wonderful. One of the difficulties that you and I discussed was the fact that humor without the feedback is very challenging. As you know now, and probably knew that as you're a Zoom master, but let's take, like, you watch Stephen Colbert or any of the late night guys, and they're struggling because they say funny stuff, and there's no, so perhaps you could have added a laugh track in this. Is that possible in Zoom? You're the Zoom master. You add a laugh. Yeah, I know. I could be. There's no laugh track, but again, it's tough. And I saw you struggle a little bit because there were some funny parts, and I was just watching you and your slideshow. I wasn't watching the rest of the audience and how they responded. So perhaps there was a lot of laughing and clapping and people falling off their chairs. Hard to say. Your writing is extraordinary as always. We've always liked the way that you write and put things together. But let's talk about how you can improve that. And this is directly to the feedback loop, Greg. You know, I only say this because I'm feeding myself the loop. Too much information, too long of a speech. And I don't even know how long my evaluation is going, but it's probably longer than it should be. But your speech was too long. And the slides, wonderful. I think you could have condensed it, wiped out a few of the slides. It would have been more concise. The information would still be relevant and enjoyable. The hoarding slides, a lot of that touched home. And I enjoyed it. That's my only caveat. As usual, you're a wonderful speaker and a joy to have in the club. Thank you.